Hi, this is Patrick Koch. I would like to show you how to create a dev container for your GitHub Codespace if you would like to work with Terraform and the Azure CLI. As a prerequisite for that, I've created so far an almost empty repository, which I named Azure Terraform Codespace. So I've just put a README Markdown file so far into the repository. There is no code space created, and yeah, let's jump into the topic. I prefer to work with Visual Studio Code. So as you can see, I've opened the checkout directory, which just includes the README Markdown file. For creating a dev container as part of your code space, you would need to create two different files, a Docker file and a dev container JSON file. And this will be included in a .dev container directory. That's what I'm going now to create. So I create a new folder, which I will name .dev container. Inside of the dev container directory, I will add two files. First one is the Docker file, and the second one, which will be alongside the Docker file, is the dev container JSON. Dev container.json. All right, so what do we need for the Docker file? Of course, we need to install the Azure CLI and Terraform for that. I will use as a base image an Ubuntu 22.04. I've already prepared all the necessary lines of code, which I will put now in. So I will define inside my dev container that I will have the Ubuntu as a base, and based on that, I will install sudo. I'm going to install curl. By using curl, I will install the Azure CLI and finally also Terraform, and in addition some proper tools which fit in general, for instance Git. And yeah, that's it so far for the Docker file. The second important file, or probably one of the most important files for the dev container configuration, is the dev container JSON. So you have to use that for your dev container configuration. So you set somehow the environment of the code space, which will be created for your repository. So in general, this dev container JSON file has a reference to your Docker file, which has to be used there. So, and if you don't use a dev container JSON file, then the default dev container configuration will be used. So therefore, let's fill it up. Also prepared that. So I will use name and build for the dev container JSON. So here, as mentioned, the reference to the Docker file, and that's already it. So let's push that thing to the main. Let's name it defined or created a dev container for Terraform and Azure CLI. Commit and push to the main. So that's now available here. The dev container using the dev container JSON and the Docker file. Okay, that's it. So far, there is no code space created, but I'm going to change that now. So I switch back here to Visual Studio Code. Here on the left, there is the Remote Explorer extension. Here you can switch between dev containers and GitHub Codespaces. So let's assume I would like to create a new one. Then I click here on the plus. And I want to choose it from the repository Azure Terraform Codespace. It's based on the main. And I think the 2 cores and 8 gig RAM shall be sufficient. So now in the background, the dev container, so the Docker file, is getting built. And finally, this dev container will be run in the backend, so in the background, on a virtual machine. If you would like to see what happens here, so here in the background, as mentioned, you can see that the dev container is getting set up. Let's risk a short view back to the browser. And here, as you can see, there is already a code space created named obscure funicular. Pretty creative name, I like that. And so let's be patient for finishing the code space here by simply building the dev container. So that's now all included in the main branch, so the default branch of the repository. And here we go, the code space is finished. You can check it here at Remote Explorer. So we have a code space in the repository Azure Terraform Codespace named obscure funicular. It's on the main branch. It was created 5 minutes ago. So let's prove that. I'm going to create a new terminal. And now Terraform should be there. Yes. And in addition, the Azure CLI. Yes, it is. So you can again prove it here. So the obscure funicular. And you can now start working with Terraform and the Azure CLI in your code space using the dev container. If you would like to leave, so here here on the top, you can check the disconnect and imagine if you would like to extend the dev container with a new tool, then you can also rebuild the container here on demand. And for leaving the dev container, just click on disconnect. And you're back. Just be aware to stop the dev container if you don't need it anymore. So simply check here to stop it. And that's it. And that's how to create a dev container for your GitHub Codespace if you would like to start working with Terraform and the Azure CLI. I hope you like that. So see you next time. Thank you.